All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's get this thing a rolling. A rolling. I have no idea, no clue. Let's find out what it's going to do. Hey. Hey. Just to be fair, I've talked about it enough. I am 100% qualified to run that kitchen. Can't run a regular kitchen. I don't do fancy shit. But that, I could go do right now today. That's what I'm good at right there. I'm a really good short order cook. Greasy spoon type of stuff. Blue plate special.
Out of everybody, you were who I hated most. A fucking grown man who's afraid of ghosts. All those secrets you could only find a way to cloak. All that venom laced in everything you'd say to folks. Drinking and laughing with that pathetic parade of jokes. Great insults for a guy sitting with the plate of coke with the wife and kid at home. How could you betray and poke for these stupid whores? Was your loyalty you made an oath? Oh, look at the results of a lost soul sowing his oats in a sea full of fucking sharks rowing his boat with a hole in it plus a stock. You ain't got nowhere to go, and so you threw away every gift you had for another bag, another fifth to a day. Sad, all those opportunities that you had, people would kill for you, threw in the trash. Low self-esteem misconstrued as brash. Your old self-esteem and that ruinous wrath that chews you in half day to day on a regular basis. You just run the other way whenever you face this fact, and I'm getting so sick of your face in the mirror. There's no place where it's clearer than there. Going 0 to here in an instant, running on instinct. Can't get your dreams and your nightmares in sync. Those ghosts talk to me in my head. Yeah, they're still there, no, they're not dead. And there was so much blood to be shed, but I could never kill them all. Prayers for rain to wash away, but no, heaven never calls. We stay trapped in yesterday, and that's a legend of...
Yeah, I didn't want to speak out of turn. The mirror line, where I got the request from. Battling personal demons is definitely one of those things, right? That's now, to be fair, I'm pretty open about it, but I've done a pretty good job. If I was consumed by self-loathing every day, I probably wouldn't be able to hit record and sit here. Even though I've admitted that this is a cathartic, a therapeutic experience for me, to say the least. I mean, honestly, the camera is just my shrink. The music is just the study material. And then the reaction is just me sharing what would make me better or work, or I look at it as both sides, right? I mean, if I can get better over here, I can get worse over here. I got to find somewhere in the middle for balance. The only difference is I projected some ideas onto the video. I always thought that if I grew a long beard, I would do one of these. I have movies where I played 3 different characters, right? This is a good way to do it. Like this scene, this is easy to pull off. You just need one person with hands similar to yours to project. It's like that Dirty Loops. If anybody watches everything on this channel, and I hate to, not talk about something super heavy right now, but if you watch that Dirty Loops, the last one Ange and I did, someone informed us they were in different parts of the world. What they did is they photoshopped that one, so they put the 2 pictures together, but then they photoshopped that light in what would have been the split. And that was all the optical illusion you needed to sell that piece. 100%. This same way, you just need a person's hands, then don't frame their body, but the viewer sees the other person sitting there, so he could have been talking to his father, a pastor, a friend, anyone. But no offense, I mean, I knew he was talking to himself. Why? Because we talk about the mirror. All right? You know, when you look in the mirror, who do you see there? Is that your enemy or is it your friend? And honestly, you really need it to be just a reflection of you. There's the dilemma. Balance, always.
Taking a look at you is difficult. Creature in his cups is ugly. We stay trapped in yesterday, and that's a legend of those. Taking a look at you is difficult. Creature in his cups is ugly. So how to keep reaching for this stuff unlovely? Off the hinges, out on the fringes, outsider out for revenge and vengeance. The war never ends. It spins in the winds and trenches, sins in the bloodshed. It begins and ends with regrets you had had. Too many things to mention. All those ghosts in the past are a grim contingent. But what's fueling the engine is no fooling, pretending. No principles among this hot knock school we're attending. You're willing to partake in any rule that you bend in this land of the high break, when nobody remembers your name unless you king of menace. The same between heaven and hell. I had seen the pendulum swing. Watch a hope float away in 10 inches of rain. So is it dope show today? Your penance is in pain. Yeah, I seen it all. Everything you ever been through. It all happened how it's supposed to. It was all essential. All the things that you endured, the bottom you descend to. It's time to let go of that past. Stop being sentimental. So I forgive you.
So the only difference is, and Ange and I talk about this all the time, when I reference some of these hard things from the past, they're foundational building blocks of the man I became. And outside of this presentation for the camera, I certainly don't talk to the person at the cash register and have to shuffle through my past to relate to them. So in building a relationship with the viewer, I've tried blunt honesty. But they're building blocks. They're not my home. They're the foundation. The foundation of 18 years of success. The only reason I don't focus on the 18 years of success is it only takes one day of failure to ruin it. And I've found that by turning these things into foundational building blocks of my character, they don't go away, but they don't dominate, but they don't get forgotten like history that shouldn't be repeated. And if you acknowledge that triggers and other things are real for your whole life, then you have to acknowledge you have to build up. I don't want to make a phone call when I'm on the edge. Oh, Bob, help me. I can't make it today. I need to have enough working tools to function and get through that on my own. That's what 18 years builds up. So I'm not arguing this point, but letting everything go completely. If you're a modern individual, I think there's strong evidence to say that we don't learn from history, and we never, ever pay attention close enough to our own personal history to stop repeating it. And so that's the only thing I would argue, not argue, but I would say I believe in owning and working your shortcomings throughout your whole life as part of the toolkit for continued success. And if you're constantly being haunted by your past and it doesn't allow you to break through, then what he's saying here is it perfectly makes sense.
So is it dope show today? Your penance is in pain. Yeah, I seen it all. Everything you ever been through. It all happened how it's supposed to. It was all essential.
and that's why I'm saying here, because he's going to say, let it go. But at the same time, I personally believe I am the sum of all the experiences that led me to this moment here. I'm not talking about predestination, okay? I am saying I was going to end up at this point because that's where I ended up. But the entire path makes the human that sits before you. There's not a moment. I've contemplated this. Where can I go back? And if I would have went right instead of left, everything would have been better. No. We don't have those time machines. What we have is an acceptance of the path we've taken, an understanding of how it got us here, and then an ability to move forward with intention and purpose. In my personal opinion, all opinions are for entertainment purposes only, so don't let it get you down. It could just be a good song.
It's time to let go of that past, stop being sentimental. So I forgive you for all the shit that you lived through, for all the shit that was done to you, everything that you did too. Melting a cold heart and stepping out of that igloo. Emerge as a good man, but you was a good kid too. Those ghosts talk to me in my head. Yeah, they're still there, no, they're not dead. And there was so much blood to be shed, but I could never kill them all. Prayers for rain to wash away, but no heaven ever calls. We stay trapped in yesterday, and that's a legend of the fall. Those ghosts talk to me in my head. Yeah, they're still.
That is Hitchcock technique right there, just so you know. And we're just gonna go back to one little video photography breakdown. So Hitchcock did this so well. You follow real close with the camera, so that post there. Oh, we went the wrong way. The post, the light post, becomes a secret cut for you. And we're just talking about like those hands on that subject. And the problem is it's Legend of the Fall, and Legends of the Fall is one of my favorite films. It's up there. It's just so beautiful and wonderful. It's just a great movie. But here, this is we stay trapped in yesterday, and that's a legend of the fall. And then you just hide your edit in the post, right? So the post is where your edit was, and now you've got the other, he himself, but dressed differently, gets to walk out from the other side of the post. It's really cool, and I just want to give credit because it's a non-CG effect. It's a classic film technique, which is really nice to see. Pretty refreshing in a day of, get the intern to CG some shit up for me. I like to shout out to the old techniques. It's beautiful. Those ghosts talk to me in my head. Yeah, they're still there, no, they're not dead. And there was so much blood to be shed, but I could never kill them all. Prayers for rain to wash away, but no heaven ever calls. We stay trapped in yesterday, and that's a legend of the fall. Interesting. Cool. I liked it, actually. I thought that was really good. I got the juices flowing. Yep. 15 minutes for a 4-minute song. I guess that's the deal. Hey, if you had a good time, come on back. If you didn't, well, I appreciate you checking it out. That's as much as I got for you. Don't ask, don't want, don't care. I mean, I care. I really do. I wouldn't share all this shit the way I do. But I'm not here to solicit from you. I'm here to share with you. And take that for whatever you think it's worth. Have a good day.